Hello everyone, my name is Bonnie Monton and I am BCIT student at the Oriental State University. Now, in this video, I'll demonstrate a Laboratory 9 which focuses on PHP and MySQL database integration. Now, the objectives of this video is to learn how to create database, connect, connect to PHP, MySQL, perform CRUD operation, and combine everything into working mini student information system. I'll also explain each step, what code what code is used, and why it is important. Now to do so, you will be needing a lot of application. Um, the the required um the required are the sound control panel and also this my PHP admin. You can choose my PHP admin, which is the local host. Um, or the MySQL Workbench. You can choose either of the two. So here it is. As you can see on my here, the sound control panel. As you can see here, the sound is running. You can click admin to see the local host, which is the myPHP admin. Now, first step of this lab, we have to create a table called no database called the lab db underscore php, which is I've already created here in my PHP admin, also in the workbench. So yeah. Now in the database, you have to create um, a student table contains with this data inside Juan de la Cruz, BSIT, second year, Maria Santos, Pedro Reyes, BSIT also as well. And yeah, I've already created for last time consumption. And yeah, now the table the student has a four column ID. Here the ID identifier auto increment. Next would be the full name, student full name. Next is the course, um, student course. Also the year level, numeric year level. Um, yeah. Now we now have three sample student in database to work with. Next, I will create a usable PHP file that connect to MySQL database. To do that, we have to open or install our we call that the VS Code or the Virtual Studio Code. Better the VS Code, yeah, my bad. Yeah. So this would be it, and yeah. Um, I have already, as you can see on my VS Code, I've already created a file, but it has no code in it because wait, I wanted to explain the code to be more wait, so that would be it. to be more now. Let's begin on our file, the code dbconnect, the PHP. So in this file, we have to the code. Now the code, um, this file establish a database connection. If the connection fails, an error message appears. Now this file will be included in all PHP script. We should control save. Then next we proceed on next part, the retrieving data, which is this read student this file. We have to make a code right here, which is pasted right here. So just control save it. Um, Actually, I have already made a code, but for less time consumption also. Then yeah. Now to test it, we have to open it in the browser by clicking or right click and open the PHP server open file in browser to test. Now, um, this page shows all student in HTML table and includes link to edit or delete each records. Now, as you can see here, the table, it has an action of edit, and delete. And yeah, next would be uh, just fix this. Yeah. Next part is the insert operation. In insert operation, you have to create a file named add student, which is here. This the HTML. Now I've already created a code. Just paste it here, and here it is. I just control S to save. Then open browser to see the results. So here, um, next we create an insert student PHP, which is I've already here. Then just copy the code I've already created, and then here. Now the form send post data to insert student.php, which save the student in the database. So yeah. Next operation would be the update. So update would means this file, the edit student. um Now in this file, just I have already created file, then already created the code, and just control S to save, then open it in the wait. Next, after the edit, we proceed on the update to wait, we just finish it, then control S, then open the open it in the browser. Wait, we forgot to save it. So we have also what would be the um update. I see. Now this script allows editing a student record by first retrieving it and then update it. So that's why it got. Now proceed on uh yeah. We proceed on the delete operation, which is the delete student dot php here. Now file, then type in the code. Now click on the dashboard right here. Um, Clicking the delete remove the student permanently from the database. So that's the point of this dashboard right here. So save it, and then next part would be the input validation. So the input validation prevent empty fields and ensure correct data type. Now this reduce errors and protect the database. So on our um student dashboard that PHP, wait, um let's create a student, the say here student the PHP, right here it's create student PHP, and then enter, and then um so let's try would be um um let's um let's try to run these um in this dashboard. So so let's try this output, try to edit it, then um say let's replace the Juan de la Cruz to um Born Dave, then Monton, then this IT, then say third year, then update students. So it has recorded update, record update. So we have to look look in our database. So it has to refresh it all. So students. So now the on our database it appears here, um right here, that Bondimonton is updated. It replaces the Juan de la Cruz to Bondimonton base IT 3. Now let's try to um delete Maria Santos of this right here. If the delete operation is working. So let's try delete. So it says here that delete successfully. Now let's try to refresh our database. So yeah, So, here you go. The Maria Santos has been removed from our database, as you can see here on our database right here. Yeah. So this this conclude our laboratory 9. So this lab helped me understand no, this lab helped us understand how PHP interact with MySQL database using CRUD operation, properly validation, and dynamic pages. So that can include the laboratory 9, and thank you for watching and God bless. Goodbye.